Reed had 5 top 10 finishes a year ago. She's already got 7 in the first 8 events this year. Unbelievable job by Tennil Reed. She'll find herself in the points leader as this massive crowd here in Madison is making their way to the Coliseum for event number 9 coming up in a bit.
I wouldn't say I expected to be in first place by any means, but I wasn't shocked either because that's what I wanted. I wanted to win. I wanted to be in first.
I'm so excited for that. I've always wanted that. Yeah, I've always been so close. Last year I was in second a few times, but I could never get to that first place spot. So I did it this time.
I'm loving Tennil Beuerlein, not just her places, but how she's getting them. This is her 2nd year at the games, which I think is your most important year. We know who you are. Some athletes under that pressure focus or fold. She is focused and competing with reckless abandon.
I felt so much more prepared, and finishing workouts on top. I felt just so empowered, just strong. I don't know, it's hard to describe. It's the best feeling in the world though. You're just I'm on top. Okay, so this is the glorious part about having a dog. Oh, actually, it's not that bad. Maddie's a Yorkie poo, and I got her right after the games. And unfortunately, right now, she's really sick. It's 2 in the morning, okay? Just imagine how I feel at this time.
Yeah, right?
I'm looking at my carpet, I'm just this is not happening. This is a dream. Meanwhile, honey,
I slept right
you
there.
no.
I can sleep through
All of a sudden, it was right at that point that I was I'm gonna lose it. I hear him snore so loud, and I'm that guy is in there, sound asleep, and I'm dealing with this crap.
Really rested. You feeling rested? Did you wake up?
No.
Don't act like there's not some snorage going on your side of the bed sometimes either.
You sleep
Baby
through a
snores?
hurricane, so it doesn't matter.
That's true.
Gosh, it's gross.
Have an accident? What happened?
She pooped again. She's getting all excited, and all her insides are moving. Oh my gosh. I'm so tired of her pooping. I'm gonna put a diaper back on her. But I named her Madison after Madison, Wisconsin, after the games because she was my little prize puppy. The last event was over, and I walked out to Tyler, and I go, "Where's my puppy?" He's "Are you kidding me? You just get done with the games and your first sentence is, 'Where's my puppy?'"
Tyler, who makes a better peanut butter and jelly sandwich? No.
Good answer.
Daddy does. Master right there.
Tyler, do you do the open?
No.
But you guys met at CrossFit, right?
We did. So
He does CrossFit, but he doesn't.
it's a loose
compete at
definition
all.
of does.
He is the best husband ever. He helps me with everything. He's super funny.
Equal parts Rich Froning and Humpty Dumpty on the other side. It's not pretty.
Yeah, I definitely married him for his CrossFit skills. I don't like to tell all of this stuff to him in person because he likes to joke and rub it in my face.
They asked me how 18.2 went. I think I finished top 3 in the region. And then my alarm went off, got up, hopped in the shower, got ready for work, and I was out of there.
He considers running in the outfield and catching some balls his cardio. That's his cardio every week.
She's the nicest, literally don't get a big head. One of the nicest human beings you'll ever meet in your entire life. And then it comes competition time, and there's this glaze that comes over her face. And I'm just okay, I lost her for 4 days. I'll see you on Monday.
I'm nice to you.
Nice-ish.
I will say this though, he supports me 100% all the time. But he hasn't watched any of my open workouts this year. And did you even watch any of them last year?
Yeah, hon,
He told me he's at every single one of Brooks.
I don't come to your open workouts because I don't want to make you more nervous. If you
then
want me to be there
afterwards-
tomorrow, I'll be there tomorrow. You want full body paint or what are we talking here?
I've been eating pancakes for breakfast since you started just making it for me.
I'm eating just toast with eggs and some Nutella and jam.
This is not mine, just to be sure.
This is mine.
My name is Thuridur Erla Helgadottir, and I've been to the games 4 times as an individual and 2 times in a team.
Into this year, she had 3 top 5 finishes, 8 top 10s, but she's gotten better and better by the year. 35th in her first appearance in 2012, 28th in 2015, 19th 1 year ago.
I mean, I've been doing CrossFit for 8 years now, or almost 9 years. Just constantly something to work at. And yeah, I love it.
She picks up the sandbag, carries it across the line. It's a Heat 1 win for Thuri Helgadottir.
Yeah, I was 4 weeks like recovering from the wisdom teeth removal. It was horrible. 4 weeks.
I tried one time to set chicken and potato in the blender. Try to drink it.
It was horrible. Yeah, this is usually the amount of stuff I have with me every day. So actually my biggest goal now is top 5 at the regionals. It's hard to get to the games. Like it's hard to be in the top 5. Everything has to go like 100%. He talks a lot in his sleep.
And moves a lot. I got that kids.
Very loud and just some random words. But like I was falling asleep, so I just kind of woke up with it.
And one time, accidentally punched her in the face. Accidentally.
And it was when I recently got my wisdom teeth pulled out. So
yeah.
I was like a hamster.
Oh no.
And he had his arm here and then he just bah!
Invest. Would invest. It's cool because it has like the, what is it, like the bulletproof? No.
My name is Bethany Shadburne. My rookie year at the CrossFit Games, I took 22nd.
Somebody figured out the pacing here, and it's Bethany Branham, the game's rookie out of the South Regional.
Bethany Branham in the blue shorts on the hurdles has the lead, but here comes Tennil Beuerlein. They are neck and neck.
Like she's got her tactical vest too. This is Bella. This is my child. She goes everywhere with me, and she likes to show off her butt. She likes the booty scratches. You like dance? Here you go. Oh, really? Really? I started with gymnastics competitively, and then I moved into triathlons, half marathons, obstacle course races, bodybuilding, and then finally CrossFit. Yeah, I love CrossFit. It's been the best fit since gymnastics for me. I did all those things in between gymnastics to CrossFit because I was trying to fill that void. Like I liked all those things, but nothing ever really was like, yes, this is it. So a lot of gymnasts, what happens is they go like this. They get wide, they get fat. I just had the mentality when I had to quit, I was like, that's not happening. We're not doing that. Bethany's not getting fat. Last year was my first go at it, so I was just kind of like, I don't really care what happens, whatever happens, happens. And then this year I've put a little bit more pressure on myself just because I made it to the games, that obviously I want to go back. So, and there's just different workouts, new girls that show up, and you're just like, wow, I suck. That's what it seems like this year. I'm like, wow, I'm doing not as well as I did last year. It's easy to get caught up in the leaderboard, but there's no reason to, because who really remembers the Open, right? It really matters what happens at the games.
Who won the Open last year for the women?
Not Emily Bridgers. Sam Briggs. Nope.
See, you don't know. Doesn't
See?
matter.
Doesn't matter.
Sarah Sigmundsdottir.
We are going to Power and Motion CrossFit. It's where I do all my PM workouts. All right, so I got aerobic work today. It says sustained breathing and movement. Feel good. Keep the damper low. And then walk outside, easy in the sun. I can do that. Easy stuff today. I actually reached out to Tennil through Instagram, slid to the DMs. She responded immediately and was like, you just need to move out here. Like, you just need to leave. Don't worry about anything, please. And I was like, okay. These girls moving out here has made it so much more fun for me. Yeah, I was so happy to get some more girls out here. I was like, yes! We push each other like really hard, and they're gonna win some, I'm gonna win most. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. The air bike is my favorite machine.
I don't think I've ever heard those words.
I know. I don't know, I just like this thing.
Yeah?
I feel like I can do this and recover faster than most people.
Yeah.
Like I can go hard and I can get off of it and I can be like, I'm good.
Good to go.
Let's go! Say this, but I can be lazy. Like, if it's not across the street, like, I might be ordering Uber Eats. It's coming to me. You know, I work out hard enough. Like, when it's done, I just want to like lay around, just relax.
I had class from 10 to 3, and then I went 8, and then I came here. I have this semester, and then I graduate with what's called bachelorette? No,
Bachelor?
Bachelor degree? No, not bachelorette. I'm 27 this July, and actually I don't want to be much older than 30 when I have my first kid. But so his plan is 2 kids with 1 year in between.
How long have you guys been dating?
6 months length.
Yeah, he has this all planned out more than I have. Yeah. Like in a lot of countries, it's kind of frowned upon. Like, ooh, she has muscles, and like I immediately feel it when I leave this country that I get like people are touching me and people are just asking me, do you work out and stuff like that? Just no, I don't. It could be because it's kind of cool to be masculine women in Iceland.
Now, did you do 2-a-day training sessions just so you could date her?
Yeah. No, not in the beginning.
Not at the beginning?
Not in the beginning, no, yeah.
You weren't trying to impress her?
I couldn't impress her.
But my goals are to be one of the best at the CrossFit Games. The climbing snail, that's my favorite event.
That weighs 400 pounds for the women.
We couldn't touch the snails. We didn't know how it would feel.
And right now it is Thuri Helgadottir just running away with the first heat.
Watch the way she attacks this snail.
Just felt like I could just push it.
Thuri Helgadottir figured this thing out extremely quickly, and she is your heat leader by a long shot. Thuri Helgadottir all by herself. Thuri Helgadottir basically got a running start of this thing. Shoulder check that thing, and Thuri Helgadottir will take heat number 1.
Everything at the games in 2016 went better than I thought it was going to go. I surprised myself after every workout, and I felt like I'm so close to be in the top 10. Just a few things I have to work on, and I felt like I could be one of the best in the world. So I decided to take school off. I felt like in the best shape of my life. But then when the Open started, I felt I missed school a bit. I had nothing except training. When I started school this year, I felt like I had so much more energy. Like I realized that I might have been training too much.
I don't know. I think it's just the sports section from the local. Oh, not the local.
In 5th place and going to the CrossFit Games, Tennil Reed.
When I heard my name, just like so many emotions of like all that time and all that training just like finally paying off. It was like the best feeling in the world. I was so happy. Get to the games. I've never done the games before, so I'm just like, this is awesome. And then the first workout was a 7K run. It killed my quads. Like, it blew my legs up so much. And at that time, my quads were used for everything. I did everything with those things. So that run right into deadlifts blew my back up. So if you don't have your quads, you go straight to your back. So I didn't have either. So it was kind of like the next couple of days were just so hard for me. do this so bad. So I wasn't like unhappy, but I was still like, wow, I'm glad that's done. Like that was so hard. After I'd went to the games, I knew what was coming for me. So then I kind of was like, oh man, do I really want to do that again? So I had to come up with like a different goal, and the goal that I eventually found was that I wanted to win regionals.
And Tennil is moving so fast next to Camille, and it's now become a bit of a battle. How fun is this to watch these two ladies go head to head? And Tennil Reed is just looking so strong and fast.
Reed is going to come in ahead of Madison, and that is huge for Tennil Reed.
How did that happen?
Tennil Reed, the first to the sandbag. Now, but Tennil Reed can take the whole thing here.
I had a lot more fun because it's more fun when you're winning stuff.
Most improved is up next. She won the O course. She took second in the strongman sphere. She placed 11th in her rookie year and 6th this year. Please welcome Tennil Beuerlein.
Hey, how do you feel?
Excited, very excited. I definitely surprised myself with this finish. I didn't think I was going to make it, so very surprised. Anytime I'm doing something, I end up having a lot of stress in my life, like my personal life, and it helps me perform better in a weird way. Like I was the most relaxed I have ever been in a competition at regionals. I wasn't nervous, and I think just dealing with so much nerves and things prior to regionals, I don't know if I just used it all, or I don't know, but I just felt good. I felt good at regionals, and I felt good at the games.
Bethany Branham, she absolutely crushed the Open. There's high expectations coming into this regional for her, and she's absolutely living up to those. She's sitting in 6th right now, 2 points out of that 5th qualifying spot.
Well, so as people already know, my name has changed. It went from Branham to Shadburne. I also went through a divorce. It's hard. It's hard to go through that and train your butt off and work full time. It was just a lot going on. So
The first one out there is Bethany Branham. She's actually our rookie out there in the field, never having been to a regional and hanging so tight right there to a game spot in 4th place.
Branham less than 5 reps. She won't have the event win, but she is going to have a great finish here. She wins the heat in 7:03 unofficially.
I wanted to make it to regionals, like that was the goal. So when I made it there, I was like, okay, this is awesome. I made it to regionals. Don't embarrass yourself. Don't get last place. And then come to find out, I get 4th place, going to the games. I was like, all right, let's do this. It ended up being a really cool experience, and I made it as far as you can go in CrossFit, so. Uh-oh. Got my big old Yeti cooler because I always bring it everywhere. Chivalry's not dead, people. Well, Tuesday night I got asked to be a part of 18.3. We went down from Austin to Houston. That's where the 18.3 announcement was.
Are you nervous for tonight?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get so nervous. It could be like a local competition I'm doing or the CrossFit Games, and I feel exactly the same way.
Is there a thing that you're hoping that it's not?
Yeah, bring muscle ups. I'm like, please.
You know, like the dog was balancing the egg.
It was.
So I was thinking, oh, it's like you need balance for handstand walking. But if it's just the egg, well, for some reason an egg reminds me of that nursery rhyme, like Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. And so that makes me think of like wall balls.
You ate really weird at the games, that's all I remember. I'm like, what do you mean?
No, I ate bagels at the games.
You ate bagels?
Yeah, that's the only thing I could keep down.
I remember,
Everything else was like shitting out.
Sorry, what?
Grabbed your pants.
Actually, I didn't. I almost did. That was at regionals I did.
You crapped your pants at regionals?
Yeah.
Doing what?
The last workout. D-balls.
And you crapped your pants?
Yeah.
Was it messy?
Not that messy.
Like, are we talking like a little shorts, or are we talking like?
It's like a little bit. It was enough to where I'm like, ah, shit.
I think it depends.
I get it.
You changed shorts before you left.
Yes, I had to.
Did you change shorts before you were on the podium?
No, I couldn't. They wouldn't let me.
So you were on the podium with shit in your pants. Man,
so everybody like.
That's shitty.
You probably didn't change until after the drug test, huh?
Yeah, I couldn't. They wouldn't let me. They literally wouldn't let me. I asked them. I was like, hey, like everybody had their like own little person that was following them around because they didn't want you to like touch anybody, I guess.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, like, dude, I shit my pants. Can I go to the bathroom? And they're like, I was like, no, are you serious? Like, I need to go to the bathroom. And they're like, no, you gotta wait till you do the drug test. I was like, oh my god.
Got in around 1:30, had rehearsal at 2. Travis Williams, me and him, we just battle. We're just like this constantly.
Who's gonna win?
Yeah.
That's not even a question. I'm gonna
This gal.
destroy her.
Probably, but I'm still gonna say me. It depends on what it is.
You better hope there's handstand push-ups. Even then, I'll still win.
How many people know the workout right now?
I don't know, maybe like 10 or 15.
How many people knew it like a week ago?
5 or 6.
So there's like 5 or 6 that know until like a week out.
Yeah, maybe those numbers aren't exact, but something around there.
Do you know the workout?
I know part of the workout. Part of the workout is fitness.
How's it going?
Good.
You ready?
Did I? I might have.
As ready as I'm gonna be. I'm like, all right, let's do this.
You're gonna throw down to them.
Yep.
We're talking. It's gonna be a run, swim, run, right?
I mean, maybe if it's like an assault hike and the girls scale.
I beat him on it. That's why I want that.
3 minutes.
She beat you. You beat him by 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
I don't know. I hope it's not squatting. My hip flexor hurts. That'll be fun. I'm just here to have fun and beat Travis.
We are live from Houston at Skyline CrossFit, and as you can see, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Later in the show, Bethany Shadburne's gonna hold it down for the women of CrossFit on International Women's Day. She'll go head-to-head with 3-time CrossFit Games competitor Travis Williams. But first, we're gonna
So bad.
18.1 was a triplet. 18.2 was a couplet.
Oh.
18.3 features multiple movements. The first movement is the overhead squat. The second movement is the ring muscle up.
Why?
The third movement is the dumbbell snatch. The fourth movement is once again the muscle up, but this time on the bar. The fifth element is double unders.
Hey, do you hear that?
For the first time to the open, a CrossFit benchmark. Diane. Then you will do 21, 15, 9 reps of deadlift. And for the first time to the open, the handstand walk.
Ring muscle ups are my kryptonite, so.
How to catch a muscle up properly. She catches it real vertical and likes to be in a Superman and press straight up, whereas she should catch more chest over the rings, chest parallel to the ground, and then use her butt to kip. Your kip should look like this. And not like this. Just keep going forward and then lean back with your chest and reach up with your chest. So you got to curl up into a ball when you get in the ring. So bring your butt up and not your head. You don't want your butt and the head to come up at the same time. You want your butt. Yeah. Yeah. Raise your ass and then raise your chest. And it's really easy on the muscle up because the turnover gives it to you. So if you're already in that position, you're already going backwards. All you have to do is keep your feet going back and in, and then lean back.
What's on your shoes?
Bella! So she can't come, she can still be here in spirit.
It takes 52 seconds to do 100 double unders. There's 800 double unders in this workout. So you're at 8 minutes with just the double unders, unbroken. And you got 6 minutes to do the rest of the movements. It's very unlikely. Given that, I'm gonna finish this workout.
Kudos to him if he can do all that unbroken. Whatever, he was like,
you just gotta chill, the whole workout, you just gotta chill.
You see that sign?
What sign?
Yeah.
Stand by, go!
And for the second time tonight, 18.3 is underway. Opting for a snatch on the first rep, but not low enough. That's kind of a gamble you play on the first rep.
Scott is 30 years old, and again, he is just a master of consistency.
Like I could feel everybody behind me when I was on the ring muscle ups. I felt like their loudness and their yelling was helping me get up every time. Like I think I did better there than I probably would if I were to do it at the gym.
Scott Panchin doesn't let the fact that someone's ahead of him worry him. He just stays to his plan. And look at the speed on his handstand walk. That's beautiful.
Dude, most people aren't gonna finish. That was so much harder than I thought it was gonna be.
That was probably hands down my favorite experience competing ever. Out of all the things I've ever done, competing on a floor, that was like the best experience I've ever had.
Shadburne, get on there, get a couple ring muscle ups. Shadburne swinging out one final rep. Williams trying to close it out here at the end of 18.3, and that will do it for heat number 2 as Travis Williams, in Travis Williams-like fashion, came out strong but held on the entire time. That was a good performance by Travis Williams.
My favorite moment was the clean workout. The year before that, there was a clean ladder. In that workout, I had got to the last bar. I made one, but I kept failing the last rep, so I couldn't finish the workout and ended up getting time capped. Like my legs were just gone by then. So this time, like right before I took my last one, I looked up and I could see my mom standing at the end of my lane. She was like, "Come on, you can do it." And I just ran and I just like jumped into their arms and they were just like hugging. My sister like smacked me on the butt so hard twice. And she's like, "I'm so sorry I hit you so hard. I was just so pumped." But it was just such a special moment.
Hey, my voice is gone.
I can hear it, honey.
Yeah, it's toast.
I'm sorry.
I'm trying to yell and it's just like
Babe, stop yelling.
I can't help it, babe.
Are you kidding me? I can't hear you anyways.
You guys can't.
You
I
mean
know,
you can't hear
but
us?
we're
No,
trying.
I can hear you when it's over and I can like look up, but I can't hear you during it.
Should have heard your sisters fighting over who was going to come back here to help you.
Are you serious?
Lindsay's like,
She's like, I can breathe.
Look at the water bottle I have. This is really clean, good water.
So funny.
Go back there.
The thing that makes my sisters and like me good at stuff is like we're not gonna give up until we get it.
Yeah.
Like we'll get so determined to do stuff.
Yeah.
We're going on like a little recovery hike so that I don't lay on the couch and watch shows right now because I don't want my back to get all tight and then the next couple of days I'm like super sore or anything. So if I go on a hike and just kind of like move blood and stuff, I'll be less sore tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like it's better for tomorrow if I do this right now.
Gotcha.
I like the more holistic approach to things as much as I can. That's why I really like acupuncture. It's just more of a natural way of healing your body. This is my voodoo place. Everyone sees on Instagram all the time. Jamie from RX Acupuncture just does a really good job there.
So what's going on today?
Everything.
I'm trying to mimic more of that clean.
I will take Advil if needed, but I'd rather not if I don't have to. I'd rather just be able to deal with it without taking anything. I don't know. I just don't like taking things.
Moxa is mugwort. It's mugwort, so it's a plant, herb that is like processed to like look like basically this cotton texture. Make sure it's like a nice little ball. It's really good for recovery. So this is just softening the muscle and nourishing the muscle. Those ones are to like trigger certain points. This is to soften and like re-nourish, help with recovery.
Have you ever smoked weed?
Have I?
Yeah. That's an answer right there.
This is as close as I got to weed. Mom.
En sko ég er endur að fara, þú kannski þarfst að taka bílinn minna þegar að fara í bíó. Ég er á bíl, en svo erum við að fara beint í bíó. Okay, hvað það bara? Oh, he's decided to go for the first time.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
I have to let Christian know that everyone's coming to swim in the ocean. Hæ. Ég ætlaði bara að láta þið vita að Sigurjón er að koma í sjósund, Davíð ætlar að koma í sjósund, það allir að koma í sjósund, þannig að ég held þú verður að koma líka. Djöfull! Okay, bíddu. Okay, that was awkward because that was the wrong number.
Who was that?
David, who's coming.
Oh.
We're going to Nautalsvík. There's a fake beach there. We can lay in the snow if we want to.
Is it your first time? Yes, into the ocean during like
winter.
Yeah,
almost winter.
Almost winter.
We're going out here and it seems like you could maybe walk a little bit and then we're swimming over there and then we come up between the stones over there. Like if you feel like you're kind of getting sick or something, you should just go out. Because otherwise you're gonna feel so terrible after it.
It's easy once you trick your mind. Just
You
have
should
to
just
imagine
breathe.
the sun is out,
Yeah.
blue sky,
Yeah.
warm.
And so the hardest part is just to get in. Don't panic if I start screaming. I usually scream when I'm getting in the ocean. But that's the fun part.
Too much?
Some other day, maybe.
The training right before regionals, things that seem hard right now compared to what you're doing right before you go there, it's like the way you look at workouts changed so much. All of a sudden, before the games, all of a sudden you're like, let me do an open workout, please. I'd way I'd rather do that again, you know?
Going to CryoFit. Trying to do some cryo, more therapy time.
With cryotherapy, you're trying to get all the blood you can into the torso. So this helps aid in that.
That's why she's a brat, because I let her do whatever she wants.
Ooh. What just happened?
I just farted. Oh.
Don't get my butt!
This is as close as I get to dancing right here. This is the twerk. This is the athletic CrossFit twerk. Because this white girl don't dance.
It's cold first, and then you start swim, and then it's just burning. You get really cold in the hot. Almost there. It's just like this. I've tried this, but I guess it's too cold now. Like in the summer, I try to do it. I try to put my swim cap on and my goggles and try to swim. Also because I hate swimming. Woo! He's all in! He's crazy! It's freakishly cold, so you get numb in the face.
Will you run to the pool, the hot tub now?
I'm gonna run to the warmer ocean here.
Okay.
Just warmed up. Oh, you can actually feel now, like the skin is frozen, like I can feel. It's really weird.
Does your skin hurt?
No, it doesn't hurt. It just feels like it's glass, you know.
This is actually the worst part.
What do you mean you're
This is the worst part.
If I feel pain in my knees or something, I just really want to go swim in the ocean. And yeah, also if you're really tired after workout and you're hurting everywhere, the only thing I'm thinking is just I want to go in the ocean and like get numb and feel like nothing.
Did you get a butt shave?
A little bit. It's not a lot, but it's all right. It's all right.
All girls do it. It's okay.
Okay. We're making burgers. Colleen brought us some tomatoes and avocados. What'd you bring home?
I'm not going to tell you what she has.
This is his bag.
For the dog.
So my pup's bum is pretty irritated. So I got to put preparation H on her butt. So we don't want her to lick it off. So we had to put this around her neck so she can't reach her butt.
Okay.
It's so sad.
Oh, cheese tacos. I mean, there's healthy choices everywhere you go. It's not an excuse not to go out, right?
How often you guys eat out?
Probably like once a week.
On the weekend.
Yeah.
Like on Saturday usually.
Joe's my boyfriend. We have the same outfits every single day. We match somehow, some way every single day. It's either shorts or a t-shirt or a headband, or people get very confused when we don't match. They think that the world has died and exploded.
Can I do 2 kids tacos on corn with grilled chicken? And no cheese. And then can you add lettuce, avocado, and cilantro to it?
I'm scared of like all the things. Like if I can't really see what's going on in my food, I don't really want to eat it. So I like
this like weird thing that foods can't touch. So she doesn't like tacos with a bunch of toppings on it.
Well, like, so I can mix it myself and it's fine. Like at home, I can mix all my food, but I've seen all the food, I've touched all the food, it's fine. But if it's like that and I don't know exactly what went on in the back, I don't want to be a part of it.
So if they cooked it here in front of you?
It might be different.
We met at the gym.
Okay.
Yeah, we met at the gym. We actually knew each other for, gosh, probably a couple years. And we just hit it off over time, you know, and it's kind of like, once we looked at each other in that way, it was, I mean, we were together every day after and have been together every day since. So. I beat her so many times, I just felt bad, you know, it's kind of a charity case type thing. No, that never happened. Looking done.
Looking good. How's that bird?
Really good.
Perfect, right?
Just what I needed. Literally, this is too much fuel. Good job, honey.
Thanks, babe.
You made a mean burger.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
He opens my car door all the time for me. It's awesome.
So there's this place, and it's a pizza place here in Austin. And one day we were driving by it, and she's like, "Hey, have you ever been to Blase?" I'm like, "No, what's that?" Like, "Oh, you know this place right here." I'm like, "Oh, Blaze?" Yeah.
Like, it's not called Blase. I was like, oh shit, my bad.
God, you way overcomplicated that word.
I know. Oh, look. See? See?
Is she looking at her butt?
I don't know, Marston, zoom in.
Oh, that might have been the foot. But I think she has the mobility to get there.
Come here, Maddie. You're gonna love this.
You're never gonna get that on her face.
Come here, come here, come here. Oh, come on, man. Oh, she is okay, hold her. Can you help me?
Hi!
Babe.
She really doesn't want it, can't you tell?
I can tell, but she doesn't want that either.
Oh my gosh. Do my medal from winning regionals last year. Yeah, and put it right here so I can just remind me every day what I want to do. I just want this to say champ of the world, not South Regional. I mean, South Regional is great. I'm happy about it, but I want it to say for the world, you know. Well, when I first heard it announced, I was like, man, it doesn't seem that hard. Like, those weights are pretty light. It just didn't seem that bad. And then I watched those girls do it yesterday morning and saw how hard it was for them. And like, Colleen's like super, super strong. Like, she just barely did like a 260 clean. And I was like, whoa. Everything you said last night, scratch that. It's gonna be a lot harder than that. Maybe this is gonna be harder than I thought. Like, I need to rethink this. That's why I like to do it on Saturday, because I get a day to like watch everybody else go, and it changes.
I can see her face because you've been working with someone that long, just to see where she's at emotionally. And that brings off, you know, where I lead her in terms of what I say to her initially when she walks in the door, what I say to her during her warm up, what I say to her before the workout. So that's always a precursor. And then moving into it, the great thing is that she is such a competitor. When the time comes, the clock starts, everything goes black and silent. She's really executing on what she needs to and just listening to what I give her in terms of pacing strategies, etc. Nothing else matters in her world, but that's the sign of a true athlete.
Good, now walk.
Yeah, when it was over, I instantly felt that relief of like, oh, I did it. I did good. I'm pretty sure I said right after I was done, okay, the happy person is back.
That's awesome.
Okay, now the happy person is back.
Maybe I should tell myself I wanna win the CrossFit Games. But I don't actually feel like that's actually gonna get me to the first place. In the next 2 or 3 years, I want to be in the top.
I want to see how far I can push myself. I definitely want to see myself on the podium and win the CrossFit Games. But I also just want to see how far my body can go and how far I can push myself. If that's winning the CrossFit Games, that's awesome. If it's staying at 20th place, but I'm the one that's improving and getting better, then I'm okay with that too. Better, then I'm okay.
Yeah, I think I can win the CrossFit Games. For sure. I wouldn't do this another year if I didn't think I could. That'd be a waste of time. I feel like I can beat them. I feel like I'm going to. I mean, I hate saying that because I love those girls, like, but I think I can beat them.